Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the new and limited edition Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism Palette. This baby right here. Now, I really wanted to make this video because after the whole subculture drama and for the holidays, this is limited edition, and maybe you guys will buy it after seeing this, maybe you guys won't. So hopefully this helps you decide on whether you should get this or not. And sorry if I'm looking down here, all my notes are in my laptop, so I'll be looking down here, maybe over there, but hopefully you guys will understand. I bought this at Sephora. I actually went in the store to buy it, so I don't have any shipping information or anything like that, but I do have the price, and it's $42 without tax. Tax varies state to state, so I'm just not going to include it. And the packaging, here's the box. So cute. Is this nice matte sleek box with the gold foil, I believe, prism shape, and then Anastasia Beverly Hills. Then you turn to the back where it has all the ingredients. You can see the palette on the inside, barcode, and all that normal stuff. So now let's open this up. And I have played with this a couple of times. I did my eye look on it, if you guys can see it. Maybe I'll zoom you in. So yeah, did my eye look on it today with this palette. So if you guys like it, let me know. I'll do a video on it. And here is the palette. Now it's like the normal Anastasia palettes, you know, it has the velvet exterior with the gold foil again for the design. Now my packaging already got dirty, so I don't really care. Sometimes I take my lint roller and I just roll over it if I want it to look nice. But on the back it has all of the ingredients and stuff listed on it again. So yeah. But I actually got a scratch on the gold part right there. So the foil isn't super stay proof. Yeah. When you open this bad boy up, here it is. It has this shiny plastic on the shadows, and it also has this plastic on the mirror. Here are the eyeshadows. They kind of look a little dug into because I have played around with this, but here it is. It comes with the normal Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. And yeah, really pretty eyeshadow palette. I've never seen a color scheme like this, which is kind of the same reaction I got with the Subculture palette. Again, there's a lot of pinks and shimmers, and there's a neon color. You know, it's a very colorful and a very different palette. So I will be swatching all the eyeshadows for you guys, and you'll see what brushes I use and the primer I use. I will be using primer on my hands or my arm because I use primers on my eyes, and that's just how I always put on my eyeshadow because I do get creasing throughout the day. So it's just a fair test. palette. I actually really like this palette. I think it's very unique. I've never seen another palette like this before. And if you guys could tell from the swatch videos, these shadows are not like the subculture eyeshadows. They're very different in their formulation. I've heard a lot of people say that these are comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I can't vouch for that because I don't have that palette. I've never used that palette. But these aren't that bad. Now, the way I use eyeshadows, I am very gentle with all my eyeshadow palettes. It doesn't matter if it's this one, it doesn't matter if it's like ELF or Tarte or whatever. I am very gentle with all of my powder products because I don't want them to break and all of that. So what I do is, hopefully I can show you guys properly, but here's my eyeshadow palette. Here's the brush that comes with it, and I just tap very gently, and you can already see the amount of pigment that came off on this brush with just 2 taps. So they are very, very pigmented, and they're very soft, so you don't need to like to get the powder on your brush. You can just tap and swipe, and it's good. Another thing I particularly like about the shimmer shadows are that they're not chunky. I'll zoom you guys in once more so you can see on my eyelids. So on my eyelids, the shimmer shadows I've used are, the purple shade is called Dimension, and the inner corner highlight is Lucid. And they are not chunky whatsoever. They're very, very beautiful and very smooth and very soft, which is something I really like about these eyeshadows. I've used palettes where the shimmer shadow is so chunky that it flakes off my eye completely, and these I thought would be like that because they kind of look like they were chunky, but they're completely fine. They're very smooth and they're very pigmented. I didn't even wet my eyeshadow when I used the shimmer shadows. I just took it on the brush that it came with, the smudger side, and I just packed it on very lightly, and that's all I did. But if you spritz your brush with Max Fix Plus, or what I use is the Mario Badescu Rose Water, then the eyeshadows are poppin'. Like, they are so vibrant and so shimmery. It looks so beautiful. So I recommend wetting your brush, but if you don't want to, or you don't have anything to wet your brush with at the moment, then it's fine. They still look good on their own. One thing I really, really don't like about this eyeshadow palette is just the color concept. Now, yes, the color concept is very unique. I'm going to bring on my palette once more. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully it's in focus. But the color concept is very unique. You have pinks, you have purples, you have green, you have golds, bronzes, black, this like mauve color. It's kind of all over the place, which I don't particularly mind, but it just means that you can't do a lot of complete eye looks with just this palette. You have to bring in another palette to finish off your look. Another thing, and this is the only eyeshadow I don't like in this palette, is the neon one. It's called Sphere. You probably remember it from the swatches, but because it's neon, doesn't perform as well as the others. It's very chalky, and you need a lot to build it up, which is completely normal for neon eyeshadows. Neon is a very, very hard color to formulate. That's my only 2 gripes with this eyeshadow palette. Other than that, I really enjoy this eyeshadow palette. I think it's very cool. If you guys really like making creative looks, or if you really just want this palette, I definitely recommend this palette. It's a really good palette The formulation is really good. The color concept isn't quite there, but you can make it work. So my final thoughts, if you guys couldn't tell, I recommend this palette. I really like this palette. If you guys don't have a lot of cool colors or funky colors in your collection already, then this is the palette for you. Like, I don't have a lot of these eyeshadow colors. Like, I don't have the neon, I don't have most of these shimmers. I definitely don't have that color. So if you guys don't have any cool funky colors, then this is a great eyeshadow palette. If you guys love making creative looks, this is a great eyeshadow palette. I think you guys should really pick it up. The color scheme, again, isn't that great, but you guys, I know you are really creative. I'm pretty sure you guys can make it work. Overall, it's a great eyeshadow palette. It's a complete 180 from the Subculture palette. Again, you can't fully vouch on the quality of that palette because I never bought it. I really wanted to because the color scheme was so cool. But I saw the reviews, I saw videos, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my money on a palette that, you guys know. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I know it's a pretty quick, or I think it will be a pretty quick review, but I want to get this up there because this is limited edition. It's their holiday collection palette, and I really think if you want this palette, if you like this palette and you're not sure if you want to pick it up, pick it up. It's a really good palette. I really like this palette. It's actually one of my favorite palettes so far in my collection. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.